Guy having fun? I know what type of guy you are. How long can you clap Angel Devil before you die? Why clapping Angel Devil is not gay? How long can Angel Devil clap you before you die? How long can Angel Devil clap Makima before she dies? Who watches this type of stuff? Like, genuinely, how does this have nearly 1 million views?
This season, you've got places to go.
How much time you can clap the Angel Devil before you die? Cause as you know, every touch with Angel Devil drains your lifespan. And thus, this needs to be...
No. Okay, already, I want to clarify that every touch with the Angel Devil does not actually drain your lifespan. All it does is drain your cognitive dissonance. I don't even know what that means, but I'm pretty sure that's what it does instead of draining your lifespan. Now, another thing I want to touch upon is the reason why you would want to clap Angel Devil, because obviously this video is focusing on how long can you do it, but what it doesn't touch on is how would you get yourself to this point? How long? How much? Oh, wait a second. How long can you clap Angel Devil? How much can you clap Angel Devil before you die? Angel Devil chansaw. Buddy, I think you forgot to put hashtags in front of these ones. Is this the method? I mean, it got nearly 1 million views. Is this the description method? Okay, like I was saying, instead of just focusing on how long, why don't we focus on how would you get in this predicament? So Angel Devil is a very closed off person, and I would say also very very distant from humanity. And I know it makes sense because they're a fiend, but what I mean is they're not used to the human connection, which is why Aki reaching out to grab them in the first place just made their heart drop. So what I think is that at any given opportunity, give Angel Devil a high five, a handshake. Yes, it'll take a few minutes off of your lifespan, but what this is going to do is form a bond in a form of trust and respect with Angel Devil, so they know that you're really about it. And if they were going to let anyone crack, it would be you.
Answer that how much time you can spend in Angel Devil's heaven before you peacefully pass away mid-clap. So I'm gonna solve this by using Du Bois' formula. So as we have seen in Chainsaw Man movie or chapter 50, that with a brief amount of touch with Angel, Aki loses his 2 months of his lifespan, and previously it was estimated by fans that
Okay, so I thought it was a few minutes, but apparently you'll lose 2 months? Okay, they say here, in chapter 50 it cost Aki 2 months of his lifespan just by touching Angel's hand for a brief moment. Let's assume that Aki only touches his hand for 3 seconds. 3 seconds of contact costs 2 months of the lifespans. So it will cost around a year of your total lifespans just to be in a physical contact with Angel for 18 seconds. Average male lifespans is around 72.75 worldwide, minus your current age. Average age of an anime fan is around 18 to 25, which means you have around 47.75 to 54.75 years of lifespans to spare. Okay, 47.75 times 18 seconds equals 859.5 seconds. 859.5 seconds divided by 60 equals 14.325 minutes. 54.75 times 18 seconds equals 985.5 seconds. 985.5 seconds divided by 60 equals 16.425 minutes. 16 minutes? In conclusion, you get to pound that Angel for 14 to 16 minutes straight before losing your life, which is more than enough for me, because I wouldn't even last 10 seconds. What the heck? All right, so I think it's clear that there's some certified freaks in the comment section here, but oh my goodness. Continue, I guess.
The touch lasted for 3 seconds, but as shown in the Reze Arc movie, it lasted around 6 to 8 seconds. So, based on this, the 7 seconds of contact cost 2 months of lifespan, so it will cost a year of your lifespan to be in physical contact with Angel Devil for full 42 seconds. And as of the date of 2025, the average male lifespan is 71 years, and an average anime fan age is between 18 to 25 years.
Okay, so I think they said 60 minutes. Let me go back. Let me make sure. Come on. Okay, 7 seconds equals 2 months. 1 year equals 42 seconds.
And
yeah, okay. So 1 year of your life will be gone in 42 seconds. That means you have 14 to 16 minutes, I'm pretty sure they said earlier. That doesn't mean you need to utilize that entire time. I mean, like that guy said, he wouldn't even need, the guy that made the weird comment said he wouldn't even need, what, like 2 minutes in there. I mean, come on. If you're willing to just shave a little of your life off the top, maybe you can have the deed done in 2 minutes, 1 minute. And then what? That's just a little bit of your life. Come on, just a year or two. You can be fine without that. You'll probably get hit by a bus and be isekai'd before then anyway.
As of the date of 2025, the average male lifespan is 71 years and an average anime fan age is between 18 to 25 years. So approx you have total 46 to 53 years of your lifespan to invest. So in total your remaining age multiplied by 42 seconds. That means in average you have total 32 to 37 minutes of genuinely before losing your...
This is what kills me. This is what kills me about this video. The fact that it's a genuine video. Why is bro using actual math in order to prove like how long you can clap Angel Devil? I expected this to be a meme video. That's how I would go about creating it. But no, this guy is genuinely doing mathematics. I mean, I guess this is what it's used for. I guess this is the reason you learn it. But geez Louise, man. I don't know. You can literally find anything on the internet.
Your lifespan. But this totally depends on your D size and what position you want. Because this calculation
your D size and what position you want. Okay, we're bringing all the metrics into it. I get what he means, because the smaller it is, the less surface area. The longer it is, the more surface area that's going to be taken up. Meaning, you know, but we don't know for sure how the touch works. We don't know if it's like the smaller the surface area, the less it takes off of your lifespan, or just the act of touching in general takes off a uniform amount of time. But I'm willing to bet the second, like the latter, because I just think that makes more sense for the technique, but we'll see.
Not completed yet. Let me explain. As this is not clearly mentioned in Chainsaw Man that how does the angel's power works, but we can assume as per the mechanism of the power that it suggests it works like in an energy transfer. A larger area of contact would likely facilitate a more rapid transfer of...
Okay, so he's going with the idea that, again, the larger the surface area, or, you know, the more of you that's technically touching is going to decide the amount that's getting taken off. Or I know I butchered that, but you know what I mean. The more of you that's touching is going to determine how much, if not more than usual, will be getting taken off of your lifespan. I guess, you know, since it's a energy transfer, I guess, but I'd still like to believe that it's a uniform scale, like just the act of you touching them will do the trick. Because if that's the case, what's to stop you from just using the tip? Okay, I feel weird talking about this, but I'm just saying, if we're going on like the most efficient ways of doing so, then wouldn't you just use the tip? I mean, that should get the job done. If you're just going fully based off pleasure, I feel like it would be this way. Either it's the tip, but it's longer, so it still will probably equate to the same time if you did the full rod, but for a bigger amount of time, or no, for a smaller amount of time. So if it's just a tip for 5 to 10 minutes, but the full rod is only 1 to 2 minutes, then I feel like that's going to equate to about the same life lossage. But that's just what I think.
Life energy than a single fingertip, similar to how electrical current or heat transfer works in the real world. So now according to this, the bigger your day, the less time you have. So according to Du Bois' formula, we can calculate how much of a skin contact did Aki and Angel had. So as per FanWiki, Angel is around 155 centimeters, so weight would be around 50 kg. So according to the following formula, Angel has around 15,000 centimeters square of total skin, and his hand length would be around 16.7 centimeters.
Whoa, okay, hold on. Okay, wait a second. So, okay.
Centimeters square of total skin.
Angel is 155 centimeters tall. Height 155 kg. Wait a second. See, it says kg. Then it says 155 centimeters, 50 kg, right? Okay, so this is the weight. So then, but here it says 155 kg and then weight 50 kg. So either this is a typo or you're just being super inconsistent, pal. Sky having fun. I'm not having a lot of fun. I'm going to need you to get your math on point, okay? And I'm going to need you to get your measurements on point. If I want to make a life-size cardboard cutout of Angel, you're telling me 155 cm in one frame, and then in the next one, you're telling me 155 kg. Whatever.
Its hand length would be around 16.7 centimeters, so its hand area will be 170 centimeters square. And for Aki, he is 182 centimeters, so his hand length would be around 19.2 centimeters, that is 238 centimeters square. And when two hands grip together, the smaller hands decides how much actually touches. So as per this panel, Angel's inside palm plus fingers pressed will be around 47% of Angel's total hand area.
No. Okay, listen. Yes, I've been complimenting this guy on his math, but I'm a bit of a mathematician myself, and I can tell you why this is wrong. So, we go back here, right? And they say about 47% of Angel's hand, just because of Aki's 4 fingers on the palm, is the estimate of the ratio of the hand that's touching. But we can see that this is clearly less than 50%. You count the fingers, Angel's hand, or at least on average, right? Your fingers, the length of your tallest finger will be about the same length as your palm. So we can say that already this entire area, this entire surface area, let's say is 50%, right? That already is going to make the surface area of the amount of hand touching a lot less than 47%. Because if we're already down to 50% and we divide this again, split this in half again, then that's approximately 50% of 50, which would be 25%. And as we can see, Aki's pointer finger is hardly even touching the palm. And since we're going with the energy transfer bit, that means that the more, right, the more of the skin that's touching, the more of the life that's getting transferred. So I would say not 47%. Especially since the pointer finger is hardly even touching the palm. It's mainly these 3 fingers here. So I would estimate around 30-ish, not even actually, I would say around 25 to 23% of the hand is what's being touched here. That's just my educated opinion.
Will be around 47% of Angel's total hand area, that is around 80 centimeters square. So 7 seconds of this 80 centimeters square touch equal 2 months lost or 60 days lost, or 60 days divided by 7 seconds equals 8.57 days lost per second, or 8.
Yeah. This is like kind of the conclusion that I was coming to. So I'm glad to see that we're on the same page here. Even though I had to correct him on a little bit of his math earlier, I'm glad to see that we're starting to be on the same page.
0.57 divided by 80 equals 0.107 days per second per centimeter square lost. So with this, we get a magical angel clapping formula. Seconds you survive equals total days left divided by contact area.
Okay, so the fact that we're just now coming to this quote-unquote angel clapping formula, I think that goes to show that I should be the teacher here while you are the student. Okay, you're obviously new to angel clapping shenanigans, and seconds you survive equal total days left divided by contact area. I'll break this down for you guys that already don't understand. So the seconds you survive, right? That's what we want to know, is how long you can clap Angel Devil. The total days left means like subtracted from your current lifespan, meaning if you're like 21, right? And on average, a human lives 80 years. Then we're going to subtract that 21 from that total 80 years to determine the total days that you have left to live. Now we're going to divide those total days that you have left to live from like the contact area that you touch. So the amount of skin that's touching, meaning how big your day is. So after you figure out how old you are and how big you are, then we can really put this angel clapping estimate into practice.
We are multiplied by 0.107. So for a 24-year-old, he has 17,155 days left as calculated earlier. And fun fact, the area of an average D is bigger than hand, as an average D is 13.58 centimeters of length and a circle.
Wait a minute. Average is 13.58 centimeters. How many inches is that? Hold on. How many inches is 13 centimeters? 5 inches? Okay, never mind.
Circumference around 11.66 centimeters. So the area that will go in heaven will be calculated by this formula. Pi into length into circumference. That means 497 centimeters square. But only part goes inside the heaven. So around 10 to 11 centimeters length inside.
8 inches?
So 380 centimeters square. So according to
380
this
centimeters
formula,
squared, okay.
you have 421 seconds or 7 minutes 1 second if you stay still and do it perfectly.
Stay still
but
and
if
do
your
it
hip
perfectly?
touches, then you will have roughly
Oh, no. That's such a good thing to bring up. The hip touching the, oh my gosh, never mind. I was going to say something, but that is an uncounted for amount of skin contact, are the hips touching the clap, clap, clap. I don't know if you guys can hear that. That is going to, you see this guy, you know, he continues to amaze me with how deeply and how efficiently he can think to solve problems like this. But, you guys want to know something? You guys want to know something crazy? What if you just wear protection? What if you just wear protection? Like, what if you actually just do that? I don't know if he's going to bring it up.
3 minutes 20 seconds to 4 minutes 10 seconds to be in angel's heaven. And if you really want to have a real love without any obstructions, I have made this list for you. And if you really want to enjoy, you could go for a 40-second one. So now, you have seen the real calculation. But still, you'll think technically you can cover your full body and use protection and do it infinite amount of times.
Yeah.
But is it real love or is it even real fun? No, that's called cheating. So now
Okay.
I want you to do the calculation for your D size and comment down below. And the person who'll have the most amount of time with Angel will get pinned.
Okay. Let me go ahead and comment. So, I did my calcs and I'd have approximately 300 hours of clap time with hold on, wasted 4 minutes and 16 seconds of my life to watch a video on how long my life would last, and was it worth it? What is IDR? Hold on, what the heck? Hold on. Wait. I need to figure this out. How much is 100,000 IDR in USD? Oh, $5. I was going to say, what the heck? I thought this guy got filthy rich from this video. But anyways, yeah, bye.